Hello Internet, welcome back to Watch with Joe. It is time for another episode of Peaky Blinders. Very excited to jump into the second episode of Season 2. Quick recap of where we were at the end of the first episode of this season. So, Tommy Thorne is dead. Okay. I'm not sure that's that big of a loss, to be honest, to the show. The garrison was bombed by the Irish. For what reason? Not sure yet, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it's something to do with the damn inspector who's now Major, who's like head of Secret Service for Ireland, like as far as the British government's Secret Service activity in Ireland is what I mean. But I have a sneaking suspicion that has something to do with him because he's back. He didn't shoot Grace. Grace shot him, and now he has a limp and a cane. And he's after Tommy again because he's fanatical in all the worst kind of ways. Tommy has a plan to expand the Shelby company into London, and he seemed very confident of his plans, but at the end of the episode he was left almost dead, and would be dead if it hadn't been for said inspector, who I'm so sorry, I never can remember his name, coming because he needs Tommy for something. Which I think, again, comes back to this Irish thing, because the Irish wanted Tommy to do something, and when they told him who it was who had chosen him for this job, he reacted very angrily, but we didn't know what that name was because that was off camera. Either way, I think he has something to do. He's all over the Irish thing. He's got his fingerprints all over it. Tommy is in trouble because he's picked between the Jews and the Italians. Those are the two groups. And he went with the Jews. The Jews want to meet him. The Italians want to kill him. And almost did. So he's in a spot of bother. I don't know if he had expected that or planned for that at all. But because I expect Tommy to have a plan that I just don't see the pattern of yet. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he is just making it up on the fly this time round. We will see what we will see in episode 2 of season 2 of Peaky Blinders. Oh, we're starting straight afterwards. Oh no. Very different. Tom Hardy?
It's alright, Miss Shelby. We work with Tommy for Peaky Blinders.
My name is not Shelby.
Ha!
I know it was you who carried out the murder of Mr. Duckin.
Because you ordered it?
I can charge you with murder at any time and provide two unpackable Crown witnesses whose testimony will lead you directly to the gallows. You were on my hook, Mr. Shelby.
He absolutely ordered that murder. Well, I'm not one for, advocating murder, but Tommy's got to kill him.
You discharged yourself.
I'm a fucking sitting duck in there, Johnny. Tell Polly she's in charge while I'm away. But I'll come back. Tell her she's in charge for good.
Hello, Camden. I haven't seen you in a very long time. Looking a bit different nowadays. But the stables are still there.
Calm down.
I think this is Tom Hardy.
You on your own?
Seems so.
Well, you're a brave lad, ain't you? You want to take a look at my bakery?
Hey, Tom Hardy! What the hell?
I came here to discuss business with you, Mr. Solomons.
Well, fun was for fun and fucking in it, so Whiskey? Now that is the business.
Let's talk first, mate.
Suit yourself? Well, I don't like policemen because policemen, they can't be trusted.
This is true.
Mr. Sabini
When you're a Chris.
uses policemen all the time. That's why he's winning the war in London. And you are losing it.
War ain't over till it's over, mate.
This is also true.
Your distillery provides 1/10 of your income. Protection is another 10%, and the rest you make from the racetracks. I know you keep a gun in the drawer. I know you keep it beside the whiskey. I know you offer a deal or death.
Tommy does his research, that's for sure.
You see, Mr. Sabini is running all your bookies off your courses. And he's closing down the premises that take your rum. And people don't trust your protection anymore.
You're the bloke who shot Billy Kimball, right? You did, you fucking shot him. That's
Yeah.
it.
I can offer you 100 good men, all with weapons, and a new relationship with the police.
Oh, he's such a versatile actor. Oh, I love Tom Hardy. He's so good in everything he does. I was completely engrossed in what he was doing there. Oh, magnificent.
My accountant says the best thing is to buy property for cash and put in the name of a family member. At least go and have a look, eh?
Say what you want about Tommy, he does care for his family, he loves them dearly, and he wants them to be safe. Even though he puts them in incredible danger by going through with his plans.
Gypsy went to meet Solomon's, and after, they drank whiskey, shook hands.
Mr. Sabini, we'll do everything we can to deal with this man.
Deal?
Deal. He doesn't want you to
Did you
deal.
say do a deal?
I didn't mean that.
Oh,
Somebody's fucking sat you down and talked to you.
Mr. Sabini.
this guy has no chill whatsoever.
Sit down. Okay, so now you fucking follow Shelby. You fucking follow him and you finish him. They!
Oh, he has a very quick temper.
Didn't want to miss your birthday, Paul.
Back to work.
How do you know it's my birthday? Nobody ever knows.
It's different this.
Where are we going?
To unwrap your birthday present.
This is ours.
Now it's yours, Paul.
I know you haven't been happy for a while. Esme's alright, you know. She's got a good heart. Like to grease a few palms and take a look at the records they never showed you. Can bring your family home where they belong.
His heart is in such a good place, but I don't know if she's going to accept this.
Dear Mr. Churchill.
Mr. Churchill, you should know that I am a former British soldier, and if you look at my war record, you will see that I fought bravely at Verdun, and that was Somme. Also, you will see that my actions at Mons saved thousands of Allied lives. My demands are slight, and my sacrifice in service of my country will no doubt once again be great. Yours sincerely, Thomas Shelby. Military Medal and the DCM.
He's such a clever lad.
We will be asking this man to carry out an assassination on behalf of the Crown, once more risking his life. These demands, by comparison, are slight and easily met with a few quiet words over lunch with the appropriate ministers.
Sorry.
That's how government works.
He was taken from his mother without her permission. Your real name is Michael Gray.
No.
Your real mother wants to see you. Her address is on the back of this card. She just wants to talk.
Jesus, oh. Maybe he should have stayed on his meds.
I spoke to the doctor. He said the kid probably had a weak heart. We'll look after his mother.
Arthur.
He'll be fine.
I feel so sorry for Arthur. He's been through so much during the war and then afterwards. It's just.
I thought you were all right.
Yeah, well, I don't think I am.
You think I haven't got enough on?
Stop it.
The war is done. Shut the door on it.
Look at yourself, bud.
Take a
a long, hard, fucking look at yourself.
Was it the real moment for tough love?
Shelby is a worm and feeds off the rotten parts of your mind. He gets in through your ear with a whisper. He crawls in over your tongue as you
He's so...
judge on the pasture.
Oh, I was saying this all through last season. He's got such a weird sense of self-righteousness that I just don't understand where it comes from.
What you saw in your dreams was right. Your daughter is dead. But Paul, Michael is alive. They will never let you anywhere near him, and the boy will get scared. That's what'll happen, Paul.
Gotta wait until he's 18. Wait until he's 18. Wait until he's 18.
Paul, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to wait till he's 18. Till he's old enough to make his own decision.
Oh, looking very sharp, lads. Look at that round bar. Very nice. Oh, and gambling in the back. Ooh. Plenty of upgrades.
The reopening of your pub. It's tonight.
Tommy don't want me.
It was Tommy who told me to get you. Sometimes, when we boys feeling blue, this is what we do.
Jesus Christ. Moving on to Coke.
Grand openings of race days only, brother.
Ada!
It's very,
Gold?
yeah.
He asked you to come, didn't he?
Yeah.
Don't want conversation. I want an address. Till I have that, I've got anything to say. And I'm going to enjoy myself.
No, Paul, don't be silly.
Oh, Polly. Oh, Polly, Polly, Polly. The walk of shame.
I came last night, but there was nobody here. So
Fuck.
Elizabeth Gray.
I think she might be my mother.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Polly. So that was episode 2 of season 2 of Peaky Blinders, and it was very much a consolidate the position, get back on track kind of theme to it. Particularly the beginning. I was surprised that they started like straight off afterwards with that very different intro. I'm also thankful that Ada wasn't too badly roughed up, and the Peaky Blinder guards that Tommy had set for her managed to get to her in time before anything really bad happened. But obviously it must have been psychologically difficult. And for Tommy as well, I don't know how many cards he's got still. Like, how much does he know and how much doesn't he know? The ploy with writing to Churchill is an interesting one, and one which I believe does wrestle some control back to him, but only for a limited amount of time, I imagine. Campbell is more self-righteous than ever before, and he's got to have a fall at some point. This man has no... He doesn't see himself as part of a problem. He sees himself as a righteous warrior. He is not. He is just as twisted, and just as he sees himself as above Tommy. He's not above Tommy. They're the same, but on different courses. Tommy is about his family and he's about making their life better. Campbell is about his own honour and his own worth. But they go about their work in fairly similar ways. But with Campbell, it's this, I keep coming back to it, it's self-righteousness, which Tommy doesn't have, which makes Tommy a much more likeable character, even though he's a bad person. Yeah. Campbell. I just really don't like the guy. In other news, Tom Hardy. Wow, God. Was not expecting Tom Hardy. And as always, I said it in the reaction, Tom Hardy, incredibly... He can do anything, Tom Hardy. He's such a great actor. And he's so... He just draws you in and locks you into his performance. And it's just it's a joy to watch him act. I love it. God, I hope he's in more this season and beyond. I hope he's just not a one season like occasional character, because he's really cool. He's good. I mean, he's not a good person, but he seems like he's a good character. And yeah, interesting character. The stuff with Polly is, I mean, we saw a glimpse of it last season and in the first episode. In this episode, she was so desperate. In the end, she got what she wanted, but have her antics ruined that reintroduction with her son. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I'm worried about Tommy. He's still thinking about Grace, and even though he burnt that letter, I can see that being a problem again this season. They wouldn't keep bringing her up if it wasn't a future issue for him. So I'm worried about him as far as that's concerned. I'm also worried about his moves against Zabini, because he seems to be unhinged. He's quick to anger. He's suspicious of everyone. He's almost paranoid, I would say. So that's going to be really interesting to see how that works out. And the last I was supposed to talk about is Arthur, and he's still got these demons from the war. He's still got these demons from the war, and as much as I would like to think that he could move past them, I don't think he's the kind of person who can ever move past them. So he's got to work out a better way to manage them. And the latest way seems to be coke. Which is not, generally speaking, I wouldn't recommend coping with something by using coke. But there we are. I'm sure that's going to end terribly for him in some way. But there's so much going on, as usual, in Peaky Blinders. I don't know where the story's heading. I don't know who's going to come out on top. Is it going to be a setback kind of season where they're put in their place a little bit? Because they're building fast, they're building an empire, they're buying property, they've got plenty of cash. But the question is, will it keep building, or will they be put down a peg or two? I am of the inclination that it's likely that they will be put down a peg or two this season. But we will see. Plenty of things can still happen. And yeah, I don't know where this is going to go, but I imagine it's going to be interesting along the way. And that's it for this video. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell and comment below. All those things help me grow the channel so I can keep doing this for you, the internet. Tell me all your thoughts about episode 2 of the second season of Peaky Blinders, and any thoughts about the season so far. As I say again, please don't spoil anything. I am going in fresh for this. I have no idea what's going to happen, so please let me keep it that way in the comments, and no spoilers. Thank you very much. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.